Dear students, in the previous class we studied Newton's first law of motion, then inertia of rest and inertia of motion. In today's class, we are going to learn a new concept called momentum. So, in order to understand this concept better, we have to do one activity. Take two empty ice cream balls of identical size and shape and fill one with sand. Fill a wide tray with wet sand. Drop the two ice cream balls from the same height onto this wet sand. It will be seen that two pits are formed on sand. So we have to take two ice cream balls, two identical ice cream balls and a tray with full of wet sand. Then one of these balls should be filled with sand. Then what we have to do? We have to drop these two balls from the same height. So what will happen this when this balls touches the sand? Yes, there will form a pit. So whenever this balls touches the sand, a pit will be formed on this sand. They fell down with the same speed. Still, which ball formed a deeper pit on the sand? So among these two balls, which ball will form deeper pit? Whether the empty ball or the ball with sand? Yes, the ball with sand will form deeper pit because what is the reason? Yes, this ball has more mass. Hence, it will form deeper pit. So, ball with higher mass or ball with lower mass? The ball with higher mass will form deeper pit. What is the reason? As mass increases, the impact is large. So, when the mass increases, the impact on this sand is large. So, that is the reason. Bullets fired from a gun pierce to a target object. If so, does their speed influence the impact they make? Yes, the speed also influence the impact. So, which are the two factors that influence the impact? Speed and mass. So, mass and speed are the two factors that influence impact. Repeat the experiment by allowing one of the balls to fall from different heights. What happens to the velocity of the ball when it falls from a greater height? So, if you drop this ball from a greater height, what will happen? Its velocity increases. What happens to its impact on sand when its velocity increases? So, when velocity increases, what happens? The impact also increases. The more the mass and velocity of moving bodies, the more their impact. This property is called momentum. Then what is momentum? Yes, momentum means it is a product of mass and velocity. So this momentum is a characteristic property of moving objects. It is measured as the product of the mass of the body and its velocity. So momentum means it is a characteristic property of moving objects and it is measured as the product of mass and velocity. So whenever the mass and velocity are high, then momentum will be high. So then momentum means it is the impact. So when the more mass and velocity of moving bodies, the more is their impact. So this property of an object is called momentum. So momentum means it is a characteristic property of moving objects. It is measured as a product of mass of the body and its velocity. So momentum means it is a product of mass and velocity. So momentum is a scalar quantity. Momentum is a vector quantity. The quantity having both direction and magnitude are called vector quantity. So momentum is a vector quantity. So momentum is equal to mass into velocity. So what is the equation of momentum? How can we find this momentum? Yes, we have to multiply the mass of the object and velocity, then we will get momentum. So in this case, which ball has higher momentum? Yes, the ball with sand has higher momentum and this ball has lower momentum. So whenever the mass is high, momentum will be high. So whenever the velocity is high, then also the momentum is high. Then what is the unit of momentum? Can you derive it from the equation? So what will be the unit of momentum? Yes, we know momentum means mass into velocity. Unit of mass is kilogram and unit of velocity is meter per second. Then unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. So unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. Kilogram and meter are in numerator. Second is in denominator. Okay. So kilogram meter per second is the unit of momentum. 3 questions are given. A car of 1000 kilogram moves with a velocity of 10 meter per second. On applying brakes, it comes to rest in 5 seconds. Then what are its initial momentum and final momentum? So here given a car of 1000 kilogram. So what is the mass of car? 1000 kilogram. Then it moves with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Then what is the initial velocity of the car? 10 meter per second. On applying brake, it comes to rest in 5 seconds. So on applying the brake, what happened? The car came to rest. That means the final velocity of the car is 0. And what about time? Time is 5 seconds. Then what are its initial momentum and final momentum? So we have to find initial momentum and final momentum. So how can we find this initial and final momentum? Yes, we know that momentum means mass into velocity. Since mass is given, velocity is also given, so we can find. So mass is 1000 kilogram. Initial velocity is represented by small letter u and final velocity as v. So initial velocity is 10 meter per second and final velocity is 0 meter per second and time is 5 seconds. So these are the given data in the question. Then initial momentum is equal to mass into initial velocity. So u is the initial velocity. What is the mass? 1000 kilogram into initial velocity is 10. 1000 into 10 is 10,000 kilogram meter per second. This is the unit of momentum. So initial momentum of the car is 1000 kilogram per meter per second. 1000 kilogram meter per second. Then final momentum. Final momentum is equal to mass into velocity. So velocity means final velocity. So mass is same 1000 kilogram. Then final velocity is 0. 1000 into 0 is 0. Then initial momentum is 1000 kilogram per kilogram meter per second and final momentum is 0. Second question. A hockey ball of mass 200 gram hits on a hockey stick with a velocity 10 meter per second. So what is the mass of hockey? Hockey ball 200 gram. Then hits on a hockey stick with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Then what is the initial velocity? 10 meter per second. Calculate the change in momentum if the ball bounces back on the same path with the same speed. So we have to find out the change in momentum. Change in momentum means what? Change in final momentum sorry, change in momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. So we have to first find out final momentum and initial momentum. Then we have to take the difference. So the difference will give change in momentum. Then one more thing is given. Calculate the change in momentum if the ball bounces back on the same path with the same speed. So here the ball bounces back with the same speed, with the same yes, with the same speed and with same path. So here we have to take initial velocity as 10 meter per second and final velocity as minus 10 meter per second. So mass is 200 gram. So the mass is given in grams. We have to convert this into kilogram because the unit of momentum is in kilogram meter per second. Therefore, we have to convert this gram into kilogram. So how can we convert? Divide this by 1000. So 200 divided by 1000 gives 1 by 5 kilogram. Then initial velocity is 10 meter per second and final velocity is minus 10 meter per second. So using this information we can find the final momentum as m into u. U is the initial velocity. So mass is 1 by 5 into initial velocity is 10. So simplifying this we will get 2 kilogram meter per second. So represent this as P1. So P represents momentum. Initial momentum is represented by the letter P. So initial momentum is P1. Then final momentum is equal to mass into final velocity. Mass is 1 by 5 into final velocity is 10 minus 10 meter per second. So simplifying this we will get minus 2 kilogram meter per second. So this is P2. Change in momentum. Then change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum. What is the final momentum? Minus 2. Initial momentum 2. So minus 2 gives how much? Minus 4. So minus 4 kilogram meter per second is the change in momentum. Third question. A loaded lorry of mass 12,000 kg moves with the velocity of 12 meter per second. Its velocity becomes 10 meter per second after 5 seconds. So the mass of lorry is 12,000 kg and its velocity, initial velocity is 12 meter per second and its velocity becomes 10 meter per second after 5 seconds. So initial velocity is 12 meter per second and final velocity is 10 meter per second and time is 5 seconds. What is the initial momentum and what is the final momentum? So we have to find initial and final momentum. Then what is the change in momentum? What is the rate of change of momentum? So change in momentum means what? Final momentum minus initial momentum gives change in momentum, and rate of change of momentum means the change in momentum per unit time or change in momentum divided by time gives rate of change of momentum. So for the answer for first question, what is the initial momentum and final momentum? So initial momentum is equal to mass into initial velocity, that is 12,000 into 12 gives 1,44,000 kilogram meter per second. Then final momentum is equal to mass into final velocity, that is 12,000 into 10, 1,20,000 kilogram meter per second. Then B question, what is the change in momentum? So change in momentum is equal to final momentum minus initial momentum. Final momentum is 1,20,000 minus 1,44,000. So the answer is minus 24,000 kilogram meter per second. So this is the change in momentum. Then rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum means change in momentum divided by time. So change in momentum means how much? Minus 24,000 kilogram meter per second. That is divided by time. In the question it is given as 5 seconds. So on dividing with 5 we will get minus 4,800 kilogram meter per second square. So here the unit is kilogram meter per second square. Why? Because change in momentum divided by time is rate of change of momentum. So what is the unit of momentum? Kilogram meter per second. Then what is the unit of time? Second. So in the denominator there are 2 seconds. So kilogram meter per second square. So the unit of rate of change of momentum is kilogram meter per second square. So you have to write these 3 questions in your notebook and answers.